Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about something a little more serious. It's a common scam that happens here in Prague and actually the rest of Europe. It's known as the Prague apartment scam. There's really no special name to describe it. But essentially what happens is you're looking for an apartment. You find something that's almost too good to be true. The price is just perfect, if not even lower than what you expected. And you start communicating with the owner. He's very responsive. Everything seems to be good. And then he tells you, yeah, I'm not in the city. Just go ahead and do a couple of steps, and then I'll gladly give you the keys and the contract. And everything just seems to be working out fine. But I have to warn you that this is a scam. So let's get into how it works, and then I'm going to show you prime examples of something that actually happened with me when I was looking for an apartment here in Prague, to show you exactly how these scammers think and operate and what to avoid. Let's get into it right now. Now, you're moving to Prague and you're looking for apartments. So the first thing you do is you go to the computer. And you're looking for apartments and you think, wow, I found something really great. Here's an advertisement for a 2-bedroom with all utilities, and he only wants 14,000 krona. You send an email to the owner, and he responds that number 1, he doesn't live in Prague, and number 2, that the apartment was given to him or it was rented to someone who doesn't need it anymore. And number 3, because he doesn't live here, he needs you to send the money by Western Union or another company. Now, everything I've just said here should be giving you a big worry, because all this is indications that this is a scam. So let's look at the internet and let's see some examples of how this all works. This is an actual email we received from a scammer. Now, as you read it, it sounds generally fine. The price range is within our budget and everything's okay. Now, here's sign number 1 that something is odd. The apartment was bought for his daughter, who's no longer living here. She's now pregnant and located in another country. As I warned you before, that's a great big sign that something's wrong. Now, in the email, typically they'll throw in little tidbits to try to entice you to think that the apartment's really wonderful for your needs. For example, it's fully furnished, which is a big deal for a lot of people moving to Prague. They don't have any furniture. And also, he'll allow you to keep a pet if you have one. As we were new to this scam, we didn't really fully understand that he was trying to scam us. But again, in the email, he kind of states again that the apartment's fully furnished. He's trying to entice us with the price and tell us that everything is okay, because the price is really low, especially for Prague. But we noticed he kept mentioning, I don't live in Prague, I don't live in Prague, I live in Denmark. Okay, so we kept communicating with him. Now, in the third email is when things started to get really strange. For one thing, it was considerably longer than the other emails. But okay, that's not necessarily a sign to be concerned. As you read the email, something begins to sound fishy. For one thing, he removed the advertisement from the internet due to the number of inquiries. But okay, let's say you don't really care about that. That's not a flag. However, paying 2 months deposit on the same day as he intends to sign the lease with you and give you the keys over, because immediately he has to go to a business meeting in Prague. Nobody in their right mind would do that. He keeps continuously mentioning here that he'll handle you the keys the same day, that there should be no problems getting the amount of money. And then here is the really big part. He wants you to transfer the money via MoneyGram to the destination in Warsaw, Poland, where he's going. That's not normal. Who in their right mind would come to meet you in 5 minutes, have you send money to another country that has nothing to do with the one you're going to be living in, and then give you the keys the day that he shows up? Huge flag. This is a scam. Now let's take an example from Facebook. Someone asks, how can you even scam someone with apartment renting? And the person responds, well, it goes like this. I don't live in Prague. I'll send you the contract and the keys with a courier. You give him the deposit and the first rent, and he gives you the contract and the keys. Now here's another example of someone asking in a Facebook group that's popular here in Prague called Crowdsource. They were looking to rent an apartment, and the owner has requested 2 times rent as the deposit, same as with me. And as she says, we love the apartment, she would consider it, but she had experiences in the past. And someone responded, first of all, make sure the apartment actually exists, because last week a guy wanted to scam him via email asking for the deposit before even seeing the flat. Now this example is really sad because this guy was living in Vienna, in Austria, and he contacted someone he found here through some website or whatever it is, and the guy's name is here. It's Ionis M. Valasakis. Of course, this Greek guy is probably not really his real name, but he indicates, this poor gentleman, that he was cheated. He wanted to rent a house. The guy lied to him and told him it was his own home. He's trying to get his money back from his rent because he paid the guy 1,180 euro, and the guy likely disappeared. Here we have a continuation of that same thread where someone indicates that she realized it was a scam, and another person comments that a scammer tried to rent him an apartment that he was already living in. This one's a little less common. I haven't seen this one as much, but essentially the person indicates that she had a very cool, modern, furnished apartment that was very large. The price was amazing. Everything seemed to be really good with the communication, but the guy wanted her to take the deposit and contract and arrange everything through Airbnb, which is completely not true. Airbnb will never do that. And the price of 7,000 Czech krona for an apartment that large is absolutely impossible. I hope after this video you're a little more aware of how things work, and you can be cautious to understand that these scammers exist and they want to take advantage of people. I wish you the best, good luck, and be careful.